I always get a few questions about life here in Sao Paulo and me in general. So I decided to answer some of them. First of all, my name is Jojo. I'm 19 years old and currently spending 1 year here in Sao Paulo. First question is, are you looking forward to going back home? It looks like you've been really enjoying Brazil. And yes, I really enjoyed my time here, but after all the adventures, I guess it's time to go back home and see family and friends again. I also kind of miss the snow and mountains, but I will for sure miss Brazil and hope I'll be back soon. Next off we got Qual é o nome da sua escola? I'm learning Portuguese online and I would like to move to Brazil. The school I was going to was called Aprenda Dois and I really liked it because the atmosphere there is really cool and I think you can also find it in Rio and do online classes. But the lessons weren't like school, but it was more like a conversation between friends and therefore I made real progress. Do you guys live 10 months in an Airbnb from now on? Yes, we lived in an Airbnb for 10 months because it was just a better option for us because we didn't have to pay the electricity and water bills separate but just had one bill. And also we didn't have to buy furniture for our 1 year stay here. That would have been really uncomfortable. But the Airbnbs tend to be a little more expensive. But in the end it's worth it because you don't have to pay all the extra costs. Hi, how much one bedroom apartment per month? Our apartment costs around $450, which seems much for a studio, but for the neighborhood it's a fair price. Why did you decide to learn Portuguese? Hope you enjoyed something in Brazil. Welcome. First of all, thank you. And I decided to learn Portuguese because I wanted to know another language besides English and German. And I had Spanish at school, but I didn't really want to learn it because I had to. And then I met my boyfriend, and since he speaks Portuguese and half of his family does, I decided to learn some of it too. And now I also understand Spanish, which was a big surprise to me. Are you enjoying your time in Sao Paulo so far? In the beginning, it was a big adjustment to move from a small town to this mega city, and the noise was a real problem. Also, seeing all those homeless people really got to me, but you kind of get used to it, and now it's normal, and I got used to the noise, but I still hate the metro. When you talk to people in restaurants or supermarkets, do you speak in English or Portuguese? In the beginning I wasn't able to speak Portuguese, so I tried English, but I didn't come far with that because nobody spoke English. But I soon had to learn the basics of Portuguese to get around town without any serious problems. But now I speak Portuguese, so for sure I speak Portuguese to everyone. And now I get around without any problems. Cool, but got me wondering why Brazil, any reasons? I'm Brazilian myself and can't wait to come back there one day. In the beginning it was just because my boyfriend moved here, but now I started to really like it. Once I got here I didn't know anything of Brazil, but now as I got to know the culture and the food, I really learned to love Brazil and I know why so many people talk so many good things about it. How do you like living in Sao Paulo so far? Have you found it safe? I got this question so many times, and even before moving here, all the people told me to be really careful and expect my phone to be stolen. But it isn't that bad here, just the thing with the phone is kinda true. I always see so many people on bikes robbing the phones of just normal people, but I guess that's normal in a big city like that. And if you know how to act and where to go, it's really safe. But sure, there are certain areas like the center or Cracklandia where you shouldn't be. I just climbed up a really big hill, so excuse this. But next question. Você já tem em mente qual será o próximo país para viajar? Pois no Brasil você irá passar anos ou 2 anos. I was here in Brazil for nearly 1 year, and next off I really want to go to Iceland, Portugal, Greece and maybe Canada. Are you traveling in Brazil? Yes, I've already traveled many places like Rio, Campos do Jordão, Recife and many more, but you can see all my videos on that, so make sure to check them out. Haven't you been robbed or kidnapped? What other cities do you plan to visit? First of all, no, I haven't been robbed or kidnapped, and besides all the cities I've already seen, I would love to visit Salvador, Lençóis Maranhenses, the Amazonas area, and also Gramado would be really cool.